Hey guys, what is up? This is your host, Ron Ducats, and today we have a lot of great things to go over. Will the Master Chief Collection release on PC? What is the future of Halo Online? And will the Eldewrito Halo game actually be turned offline, despite it still being playable right now? There's a lot of talk about how the game isn't shut down, and that is true. The links to the game have officially been shut down, but if we learned anything from piracy and whatnot, it is near damn impossible to get rid of something online if it's already on there. And also, what is Microsoft and 343 planning to do with Eldewrito Halo Online right now? And how can the Halo community get back on track? So we're going to tackle these questions and some other things today. I was thinking about talking a little bit about Halo 6, but with so much talk and focus on Halo Online, I figured that it would be more useful to just have a full video about Halo Online. So, of course, if you're not caught up, Halo Online is this there's this huge debacle about how basically the Halo community has been freaking out with the Microsoft DMCA's Halo Online Twitch streamers being kind of stricken down for a little bit. 343 is trying to patch the holes and trying to do some damage control. And people are just generally upset that Microsoft would do this. But actually, it's not as bad as when I first heard the news. I thought that things would be a lot worse. But, so far, a lot of people have been understanding, especially when you understand the situation, that Microsoft is simply just trying to protect its IP while they are trying to figure out what's going on, right? And I discussed a lot of this in a couple videos, but they were taken down because obviously, posting any Halo Online content on Twitch or on YouTube is just not a great idea to do right now, because simply Microsoft is, they're just trying to, go by the book, it looks like, right? Of course, I'm just a YouTuber, so I don't know, everything that's going on, but it seems that, the community manager, Brian, says, that they've asked people to pause enforcing against streamers and content creators, perhaps like YouTubers and stuff, and just posting the content isn't safe right now. So I have so much Halo Online footage, but I can't use any of it. So I guess maybe something might happen in the future, and that's what we're going to really focus on today. What could possibly happen? How could it go down? And yeah, what is the future of Halo Online? Well, first off, Halo Online is something that has happened to the Halo community that is actually really good for everybody, right? This is an extremely wonderful thing because it allows us to play with the source code, essentially, or allow modders to, rather. And in doing so, it gives everybody the chance to have basically their dreams fulfilled as far as Halo 3 gameplay goes, with big Spartans, small Spartans, completely different new game modes that can take place on Sandtrap and Guardian, for example, that just weren't able to actually be a functioning real map before. And if they were very limited and very tedious to work on, using teleporters to lift up crates and all that crap. So yeah, essentially Forge mode has been improved, and that has allowed us to make things. And as I've said before, I'm trying not to repeat myself very much in this, is that there is a lot of opportunity, a lot of togetherness, a lot of jointness when people are allowed to do what they want in a game like this, that's so accessible, that's so that releases the boundaries. Literally, we can fly around Valhalla with no kill boundaries, and that gives us a chance to do so much, and that really brings us together as a community. And it seems to be one of the very few things that have happened in the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years that really, really resonates with almost damn near everybody, and it's really taken a life of its own. And I'll say it again because I guess the word, shut down is kind of misleading. The game hasn't been shut down, but it is rather, the download links have been removed. So, yes, the game is still playable. There still seems to be a lot of people still playing the game, and yeah, just probably not best to stream or any of it, right? So what is the news that we have today? Well, apparently there is one thing that I did not see from Bonnie Ross. She said, "I love and share in the passion for PC and classic Halo games and know that we are investing in both moving forward." And this was a response to Eldewrito, the team that's working on Halo Online, that has rather, and they posted, a link to the news and stuff. So It's great to see that 343 understands the situation. They love Halo Online. It looks like that they are trying to work with the Eldewrito team, and I'm hoping that they actually hire them. And that would be really cool if at the very least, give them the source code, give them the tools, and give us, the Halo community the tools and the source code, and figure that out legally at Microsoft so we can move forward and we can keep working on Halo Online as a community and keep sharing it and keep growing its player base. It seems like they're not trying to nip it in the bud, because I think that they might have big plans, something different, but I think they might just be trying to pause everything, as they've said, pause, freeze, just words like that kind of suggest that they're not trying to go into the coding and trying to literally stop matches from happening on Halo Online. They're just trying to stop they're trying to control the situation a little bit more, if that makes sense. So, with that being said, what is the Master Chief Collection? Could the Master Chief Collection release on PC? I think that this would be a wonderful idea because it would bring, Halo 1 and Halo 2 are already on PC, right? But I think it would bring the updated versions, right, to PC, the anniversaries of 1 and 2. And then, of course, Halo 3, with the 1080p, with the 60 frames per second, that's got to help for sure. Being put onto the engine, and then also giving us the source code, and just for the Eldewrito team, maybe helping them and working with them to make it an easy transition so that the Eldewrito mod can work for Halo 3 on the Master Chief Collection. So, yes, this is very exciting news, because if this was to happen, then that means that Halo 4 would also be on PC, and if they were to open up the source code for all of these games, including, hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe not immediately, but like Halo 3 ODST and Halo Reach source code, then we're talking about so much exciting stuff. And, when I was playing with my friend, I was just thinking, running around these Forge maps and stuff, and I was thinking, gosh, this would be so amazing if this kept going, right? Because of campaigns, right? Modders could get voice actors and work on teams together and make whole campaign mods, like for Skyrim, that they have for Skyrim, that they have entire 30-hour campaigns. What if you gave the community the tools to do that, And of course, for Microsoft, their business, their job is to make money. So what if they, had a price tag, Master Chief Collection on PC, on Steam for 30, 40, whatever dollars? I would buy it for 60 if they allowed mods. And then just kind of let the community have at it, right? And I think this would be super beneficial for several reasons. Campaign, completely different maps, completely different experiences, completely, firefight in Halo 3, that kind of stuff would be possible, allowing an extensive Forge mode. It would open up the PC community as well to us, right? So, yes, another question I was thinking is that will the Eldewrito game actually be turned offline at one point or another, despite it still being playable right at this moment? So, yes, the game is still playable, you can still download it, but will it be turned off in the future? And I'm thinking not, because that, issuing DMCA takedowns or even strikes, that stuff you actually kind of got to, go out of your way to do a little bit. I know that they have bots and stuff, but I'm thinking that maybe it would be easier for them to just let things slide as far as people actually playing it. Besides, I'm not actually 100% sure on how the coding works, so, I'm just making guesses here, but if they were able to manage, to get into their own coding and somehow stop all these matches from happening, I literally have no idea how they could do that. Then that, I think, would really irritate some people, because, just blocking the game from being online is one thing, but seeing the game actually, shut down, actually closed off from being playable, that is an entirely different thing, and it would be a shame if they did that. So what do you guys think? Do you think they would actually do that in the future? Let me know down in the comments below. And the big question is, what is Microsoft and 343 planning to do with the game right now, right? So we actually have on Waypoint some stuff that does suggest that they might be considering on working with the Eldewrito team. right? They say Phil Spencer actually quoted a part of the Halo Waypoint post, which was, as we look ahead, we're very excited about the prospects of an official classic Halo experience making its way to PC, and we hope to be able to partner with the Eldewrito team and broader mod and content creation community. So I talked about this in my last video that there is more than likely a new Halo game coming to PC, and when I say new, I mean, you know, a new port, something official, right? Halo Online wasn't really ever purposed for the, you know, what it has become at this point. But what if they actually do make a real Halo Online experience, a classic experience? And it seems like, I mean, they don't have very much to lose. It's not like making an entirely new Halo game like Halo 5 ODST, for example. It's not like that. They're probably going to have, at most, you know, 10 people at 343 and one way or another. I don't know. Again, I don't work at 343, so I don't know how they could do it. But hell, even just getting the Eldewrito team to do most of the labor here, hopefully that they hire them for it, and be able to somehow make something official that works and functions as it should. And it has been so far, which is really awesome that they fixed the servers, that the game has been more or less working very well. And I don't know if the dedicated servers is still a thing, if it ever was. I'm pretty sure it was, but you know, with the Halo Online being, you know, the Eldewrito team being told to stop, they may have lost those kind of things. But nonetheless, the game has been mostly lag free. And essentially the engine is better than before, you know, better than the Halo 3 engine, and it has so many more things to it, has better netcode and so on. So yeah, hopefully they are able to continue to improve this experience for us and make something that's really accessible. And I keep saying Steam because Steam has a workshop thing. It's already a system that's already functioning. You don't have to download some third-party program that you know, manually or you know, virtually installs the things onto your game or whatever. You know, nobody needs to make sites. The Steam Workshop is already accessible, and they already have Halo games on Steam anyway. They already have Halo Wars 1. They already have the top-down shooter games, and why not? You know, so. Anyways, guys, you know, let me know what you think that Microsoft and 343 are planning to do with this game. They're probably just, first off, they're probably just trying to figure out the legality behind everything. Like, okay, we got to shut this game down. We got to like stop the downloading from going on, just so we can do some damage controls, just so we can pause on everything. But now let's discuss with the Eldewrito team on how we can make money from this. How can we have this, what was, you know, considered abandonware by a lot of the community? How can we turn this into something that maybe, you know, hundreds of thousands of players can enjoy? How can we do a reboot, you know? And I think that ultimately the Master Chief Collection was supposed to do that. It was supposed to reboot Halo. And this is almost sort of like 343's second chance to come back at the Halo community and say, okay, here's you know, our reboot, and you know, this time that they got the netcode working, they got everything working this time. They're not afraid of trying to fix something and then having it break even more like last time. Then instead they are already, you know, they already got it functioning, hopefully, because that would be terrible if like there was more server issues if they re-released Master Chief Collection but on PC. But if they did this huge reboot of Halo, I think that would be just like their second chance at kind of reuniting the Halo community, kind of bringing us back together. And of course, having it open source, like giving us open source for everything. Halo 2 Anniversary, there's tons of really good looking assets that could, I guess, at least ideally, I don't know if it's actually possible, but be able to be ported into Halo 3, right? And with that being, you know, with Halo 3, I'm assuming will be the centerpiece of all the modding and like the main experience of the Halo Master Chief Collection if it's ported on PC. Allowing us to have open source will allow us to mix and match all these different assets, the sounds, the weapons, the scripts even, maybe. I don't know if there's, you know, completely different engines moving around and everything, but, you know, having those resources available to the modders is surely going to allow for some amazing experiences. I mean, we haven't even really, with Halo Online, I mean, I'm kind of illusioned to thinking that this is like the grand thing, that this is amazing, that this is awesome, right? And I'm sure some of you guys are thinking that too, but we have barely scratched the surface. I mean, there's not even any Halo 3 DLC maps on there, I think. There's tons of maps. There's not even the campaign on Halo Online, you know? But imagine if we could mod and mess around with AIs in Forge, right? Being able to do that. I'm sure given the modders the access and the ability to do that in the Master Chief Collection, giving us the sources, will allow them to spawn AI, you know, forge AI, making campaign maps, allowing us to forge maps on campaign maps, you know, like Crow's Nest, for example, you know, allowing us to manipulate that map and to change things and allowing even more possibilities. And I really don't see how this could harm Halo at all. You know, they already got Halo 6. They can keep Halo 6 on the Xbox One, even though technically it should already come because it's coming with the Xbox Game Pass and Anywhere Play title. But with that being said, you know, I don't think that this is going to affect future sales. I think, if anything, this is going to make Halo back into the realm of gaming, right? I mean, we looked at just for like a week or two after Halo Online released the 0.6 patch, there was already, I think his name is Jericho, I could be saying that wrong, but he already has, he has 1 million subscribers, and that video started blowing up immediately and bringing tons and tons of attention, and he was one of the only big YouTubers out there with 1 million plus subscribers. I could be wrong about this, but, you know, just from memory, that he was actually creating a lot of momentum. I mean, imagine if people played Halo Online like people are playing Gary's mod right now, right? Halo would be king again. Halo would be exploding like Fortnite is, or PUBG. You know, it would be back in the front stage instead of way back in the corner, that like how Halo 5 Guardians was after 2 months of it being released. I mean, isn't it kind of tiring to see like our favorite franchise constantly being forgotten about after, you know, the trailer releases, or, you know, coming back into the spotlight every other Halo game, and seeing games like Fortnite becoming incredibly accessible and incredibly easy to play, you know, for people to make videos about. Doesn't Halo deserve some of that, right? And I think this is like a one-way ticket to making Halo a viral, exciting game. And if they can re-release the Master Chief Collection on PC, there's tons of things that implies already that I can't even get into because there's just so many different things to think about. But with that being said, I think I'm going to end it there. Guys, let me know, do you want the Master Chief Collection on PC? What do you think Microsoft and 343 are planning to do with Halo Online right now? You know, they've already said that they're looking forward to a classic PC experience on you know, PC. So or the prospects rather, so it's not confirmed yet, but it looks like, you know, Bonnie Ross and Brian Gerhard, I think, actually maybe not, but at least Phil Spencer and Bonnie Ross have both said that they, you know, are looking forward to the future of classic Halo games and PC and whatnot. So what do you think with that information given, and how can the Halo community get back on track finally? I think that the community has exploded a lot. I mean, my goodness, it's just very big. And so, yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your answers to these questions. I want to hear them down in the comments below, and maybe we might discuss it in a future video. #Halo Club. Guys, I will see you in the next one. Later. Peace out.